Good morning. What a difference a week can make, eh? So, it's 4 weeks post-op tomorrow. If you recall, this time last week when I was 3 weeks post-op, I was in a bad place. I think physically and emotionally, everything just really got me down. I'm in a much better place this week, which I'm really chuffed about. So, what made the difference? I looked at really what was causing me the stress. Now, a big thing was that there was this work interview, this formal interview about my return to work, and I'm nowhere near ready to go back to work yet. So I thought, right, I've got choices. At the moment, I'm not sleeping. I'm not sleeping at all. I'm sort of, 2 or 3 hours max at a time. I'm still on tramadol, which makes me tired, confused. And I thought, I shouldn't be doing a formal interview, an interview whereby I can have a formal representative with me at the time. I shouldn't be doing that if I'm not sleeping, I'm in pain, and I'm on drugs which confuse me. So I've basically emailed work and I've said exactly what I've just said then, and I just don't feel it's appropriate for me to do a formal interview at the moment, and I've asked for it to be put off. So that's that. Right, I was right in doing it, and I'm glad I've done it. So that's that for now. The other thing that was really stressing me out, obviously, was the fact that my leg just didn't seem to be progressing. So there's only so many things you can do about that. I've been doing my exercises, I really have. But the big thing for me was swelling. So I spent a couple of days really concentrating on the swelling. My leg was up a wall and I was watching telly with my leg up a wall on the back of a sofa with ice on it. I was doing that for hours, literally. And it did come down a little bit. But the big thing for me that was key was, so they cut your quadriceps. The quadricep tendon, which comes down onto the patella, they actually cut through that. Now, your quadriceps are a massive muscle group, and the tendon's a big, strong tendon which comes down to your kneecap. The tendon they cut through, obviously, they cut right through it. So that is in itself is going to take an awful lot of healing. So a quadriceps rupture normally takes about 8 months to recover anyway. That if you do a sports injury and that happens, that alone takes a good 8 months to a year to recover. So we've got that on top of everything else that's going on in there. So anyway, I started massaging my basically lower part of my quads. I had a very thick, let me just come with me a minute, see if I can do this. I don't know if I can. So is it in the photo there? You see my knee? Okay, so across here I had a really tight band. What I started doing was massaging it down towards the heart, just giving it plenty of can you see what I'm doing here? I don't even know if I've got the camera on the right place. Massaging it like this all the way down, and this tight band all across here really did ease up. Now I'm going to put you back because it was difficult holding it like that. Now, when our muscles and our tendons and things heal, they knit together, and occasionally as they knit together they attach onto other things, and it's not uncommon for sort of fibres to adhere onto the prosthesis. Now, I think that's what happened with me, because when I started massaging it, I put a little bit of pressure on that ridge, and suddenly I felt it literally like pull away. It went sort of gug, like cracking, and I felt it move, and suddenly it became free. And it was though it had knitted onto my replacement knee, and I had managed to get it away. And it just felt completely different within a minute or so of doing it. I was immediately able to bend my leg a lot more. It just felt different. So from that, I've kept up the cycling, I've kept up the all the other exercises, and I actually managed to get to 110. So my flexion is now 110. I bought one of those little flexion things that they measure you with. You can get them on Amazon really cheap. I think it was a couple of quid, but it's good because you can measure your own flexion. So yeah, I'm at 110 at the moment, and bearing in mind I was really struggling for 90 last week. That's a huge difference. So yeah, I'm sitting here at the moment. This is really comfortable. Oops, wrong way. Oh God, my filming is shocking. So I'm sat here at the moment like that. That's not a bad bend, is it? And that's just a complete relaxed bend with no pressure whatsoever. So yeah, massive difference. So that was a huge thing for me, massaging that area there where the tendons are. I've also, if you noticed there, when I did that, I've got tape on it, and that is the scar tape that I ordered from Amazon, which they use on plastic surgery people. Allegedly, it's silicone tape. Allegedly, it makes the scar look a lot better. I've been using it for probably about 10 days now, and my scar's looking fabulous. Again, this is probably going to be a really wonky video for you. Are we on the right place? Can you see that? So if you look at my scar, I only pull a little bit of it back. So yeah, skin colour tape. Look at that. How good is that? That's 4 weeks. I've had my stitches out for 2 weeks. But really chuffed with that. Yeah, and the tape, you can peel it off and put it back on again. But it really seems to be making a difference to how my scar looks. So that's good. Really good. So physically, leaps and bounds come forward this week. Sleeping's still a problem, still a massive problem, but as before, I'm just going with that. You know, I'm doing my exercises at night, I'm watching telly, getting up, having a cup of tea, yeah, and dozing during the day. I've got no reason why at the moment I have to, you know, sleep at night. Walking wise, once that fusion released itself, my walking also came on. So I was back on 2 crutches, really struggling. I'm still struggling. I'm not walking freely, but around the house, I'm back on 1 crutch and it's a lot better. I'm getting there. I can feel progress. But I mean, there's so much to repair in there, isn't there? All the back of my knee feels all sort of messed up and, you know, it won't straighten very easily. There's still a long way to go and I understand that. But I feel much happier that it is going in the right direction. So my week, I've had a really lovely week. Again, I think it's important to do positive things to keep you right mentally. I probably lack doing, oh, sorry, I'm just moving my leg down. I probably lacked doing enough of those last week. But there's been loads of really good sport on telly. Obviously, we had the Tour de France up until a few weeks ago. And then we've got the World Football Championships for the ladies. We've had the World Netball Championships, the World Cycling Championships. And yeah, then we've got the Prem starting next week. We've had pre-season. And where I'm not sleeping at night, anything that's happening sort of early hours in the morning that normally I'll just sleep through, I'm waking up and watching it, which is, I suppose every cloud has a silver lining. But no, so I've been watching loads of sport. I've been, what else have I done? So last Sunday, so on a Sunday, there's not many people working here on the farm and everybody had gone home. It was lunchtime and I'd cooked myself a Sunday roast. And I was at the kitchen window watching up and I looked out and I saw a cow and I thought, she's given birth. No one was about. Anyway, I went out and I watched her give birth to her calf. I filmed it all and, you know, it was absolutely beautiful watching it. Nature's so amazing, isn't it? So I watched the whole birthing process. I called the little baby Iris. So yeah, little Iris the calf, she's now, what, 5 days old? But healthy little baby. It was like literally a few moos and she was out and their mum was there licking her and getting her going and chewed off her umbilical cord, and it was just so lovely to see it. And then yesterday, funnily enough, we had another calf born right out the back outside my kitchen window. This one had a bit of an assisted birth. She was struggling. It was a big calf, and our calf breeder Lizzie, she had to help. She tied the legs and then pulled it out physically. But again, healthy calf, all good, mum and baby doing well. It's just such a positive thing to see it all. So that was nice. And then on Monday, my bestie Tracy came over. Now, I've not been out. I've not really been out at all. I went to my physio appointment. In fact, the physio appointment was the only time I've been out, physio and to have my stitches out same day. So that was the only time I've been out. And that sort of was, what, 2 weeks ago, yeah. So Tracy came over to take me out and she brought with her her mum's wheelchair. And so my nearest town is 20 minutes away. So she took me there, popped me in mum's wheelchair and she wheeled me around. We've got one like quite nice shop which has a coffee bar and cafe. So she literally, we went in, had a panini, I stayed in the wheelchair, and then she wheeled me around the shop. So we were out for probably an hour, if that, and then obviously the 20-minute drive each way. It was so nice to get out, but I literally sat in the wheelchair the whole time. When I got back, oh bloody hell, I was absolutely shattered. It just took it out of me, it really did. I think, you know, you can't underestimate how physically and mentally demanding having this done is. My legs swelled up, I was in pain. Yeah, I was really quite shocked at how I struggled just to do something as simple as, you know, sit in a wheelchair and be pushed around for an hour. But, you know, little steps. So I've got my son coming over tonight. It's my birthday on Monday, and I toyed with the idea of going out to lunch. But given how things went on Monday with Tracy, I'd rather stay at home, have Mum and Tracy come round and just have something here so that I know, you know, I can be comfortable, I can ice it if I need to, and I can just relax here. Whereas if I go out, you know, I've got the thing where can I sit at the table? Can I do this? Can I do that? And it's, so yeah, no, I'm going to do something here for my birthday. So that's something nice to look forward to. So yeah, anything else to tell you? I've done loads of FaceTime with hubby in France. That's nice. Yeah, we chat daily, and I try to sort of like keep it away from him if I have a bad day, because, you know, he doesn't need to know that. But he, no, we have lovely chats, and yeah, it's good. He'll be home in about, what we know, probably about 2.5 weeks time. Really looking forward to seeing him, but yeah, I just really want him to have the rest of the summer out there and enjoy. You know, we've bought the house, we bought the pool, you know, it needs to be enjoyed. So he's relaxing now, and he deserves it. He works hard all winter, so it's nice in the summer for him to relax a little bit. So yeah, that's it really. Nothing much else planned. My next, I haven't got anything planned really for next week, sort of appointment wise. No, not much at all really. So I'm just going to carry on doing what I'm doing. Loads of cycling on the mini peddler, or loads of exercising, stretching, bending. I've got to work on my straightening now, because my bending's getting good, but my straightenings's still not great at all. And hopefully when I get that cracked, I might start sleeping again, because it's tiring. Anyway, short and sweet for today. Well, it's not actually that short, is it? That's 12 minutes. I'm getting good at this rambling on lark, aren't I? Anyway, I will see you all next week, but it's been a really positive week. So just bear in mind, this journey is a roller coaster. It's up and down, up and down. 1 step forward, 2 steps back. 2 steps forward, 1 step back. That's how it goes. Good days, bad days, but the end game is it will be good. See you soon.